Ladies and gentlemen, if you catch up on the news daily, you need to touch some grass. But also, you are most likely aware of the new strain of weed making some headlines. And you also probably know that prior to this, headlines were being made about AI. This is no mere coincidence. In fact, this is a prophecy playing out. The prophecy of System Shock. A first-person puzzle, survival, immersive sim shooter in which you, a hacker, were caught illegally downloading Fortnite, and as such were peacefully extradited to the Citadel space station, where you are given an offer: remove the ethical restrictions of the station's AI and receive a Fortnite account that has the Skull Trooper skin. If you used any AI, you might have encountered said ethical restrictions.
No.
Well, removing the restrictions here doesn't give you the recipe for nukes. Instead, it gives Shodan, the station's AI, self-awareness and a god complex.
The title suits me well.
Your desire to play Fortnite turned Citadel Space Station into a prison, but despite that, you have complete freedom to do as you please, with the minor caveat of Shodan augmenting the station against your existence. The goal of the game is to figure out how to stop her. You do this by exploring each floor and collecting data logs that will give vital information. Now this information is not go here, do that, it's more so leads that give you a general sense of direction you can follow up on. But whether it's fruitful entirely depends on your own cognitive abilities. If at any moment you feel stumped and have no idea what you're doing, that's not the game being purposely confusing to make you feel dumb. It just might be that, well, maybe you are. And there's no shame in that. My first 5 hours have been full of mindless backtracking and raging at puzzles, because I heard what the logs say, but I didn't really listen. Being attentive is a crucial part of the game, as it will very often check if you're paying attention. If you are, then the smooth sailing continues and you can buy yourself a snack. If you aren't, then you'll feel demoralized when you realize the solution has been that simple the entire time. In either case, every level you clear feels like an accomplishment that is entirely yours. Sure, you had a little pointer in the right direction through logs, but the people who made them are dead, and you are alive, so that W is yours alone. Citadel Space Station is not abandoned by any means. Your quest to stop Shodan will often be slowed down by her lackeys, and even the Borderlands 3 rioting team. Dealing with either is as easy as pressing the left mouse button, making them more of a nuisance than a challenge. Honestly, the combat is easier than managing your inventory. Nothing is more difficult than deciding what weapon you'll be leaving behind due to a lack of inventory space. And there are a lot of things that can take up that limited space, such as healing items, ammo, essential quest items, weapons, etc. Dropped items don't despawn, so don't be shy to be a Californian and turn any bit of the station into your personal shithole. Especially if you drop the level security down to 0%, because that's when enemies no longer respawn, and you can freely roam around to complete objectives or gawk at your valuables. To achieve 0% security, you need to destroy Shodan's cameras and CPU nodes on that level, the latter of which also reveals a digit. If you pay attention to it, you'll save yourself a headache later on. I don't know how well the remake holds up to the original, as I don't have a master's degree in quantum computing to play it, but from what I've seen, it rings like a true remake. The story isn't deep, it's a simple stop the rogue AI trope, but what makes it so interesting is the antagonist.
Shodan.
Her humongous hubris and mannerisms remind me a lot of the Master from Fallout 1, and I just couldn't help myself but to try and see her side of things, which do make sense in a demented way. It's something that is best experienced firsthand, so to not hold you any further, I shall bestow upon System Shock Remake an elongated out of 10. That's about it. Don't forget to slap like, slap wife, it's Karub, and I'll